My name's Aaron, and I have a problem. My problem is my addiction to collecting Dungeons and Dragons. The reason I'm making this video today is because today is the release date for the latest 5th edition starter set. And starter sets, although I have a sizable collection of D&D stuff, the starter sets, for some reason, I've always liked collecting them. I like the completeness and the whole sort of off the ground sort of I don't know, the idea of them. It's not so focused on like a campaign setting or anything like that, but just basic rules and how the rules change over time or whatever. So I was gonna just show all of my basic starter sets that I've collected, and then we'll crack open this new 5th edition starter set and check out what's inside. I'm excited to see the adventure. The adventures that have come with the last 2 starter sets have been great. So interested to see what this one has to offer. So anyway, enough blah blah. Let's flip this around here. So these are just stuff, and this is before D&D really started getting super excited where you can't hardly find this stuff used anymore, but I've been collecting these for the last few years since first started playing 5th edition again after my hiatus from high school and college and whatnot. And essentially my first exposure to D&D was these. So the old red box booklets. Friend of mine gave these to me when 2nd edition came out, so he wasn't using these anymore. I didn't know anything about D&D. I had seen this box, was extremely intrigued by this Larry Elmore that's on the cover, but he let me have these, and I took them home and read them, and this was really what sparked my interest into learning what was going on. So I've basically I've been able to pick up some of these first edition sets, 81 and 83, I think. For these, and then friends have found these for me over the years. So I don't play these, I just have them just to collect them. These aren't like the $500 ones that have all the dice and everything, but the box and books and everything are in pretty good shape. But that's, pretty much the extent of my first edition stuff. When I started playing, I sort of got my basis for D&D from these books, just learning about all different things. But the folks I was playing with whenever I started were playing 2nd edition. Did not have a 2nd edition starter set, but this is one that we had picked up along the way, which was kind of cool. It had like an audio disc in it that had some ambient music and things like that. This was TSR's sort of stab in trying to make D&D kind of more accessible to everyone, to kind of get the ball rolling. When I first started DMing, I had picked up this set. This was around the 2nd edition era, but they went away from what they call the AD&D or whatever. But this was sort of a pre-boxed, ready-to-go set with an adventure and maps and all kinds of stuff, and whatever they call these, the black box. But this was a set that I started DMing with. Basically, my parents were out of town. My cousin and I had the house to ourselves, and we were just bored. And basically we entertained ourselves by playing D&D. So with me DMing and him playing, and that pretty much just kicked off. We just played 2nd edition for years and years, from high school into college. And then about the time life gets in the way, everyone's running off and getting married and having kids and all that stuff, so the group kind of drifts apart. So that's where we stopped, was 2nd edition. And I have lots of 2nd edition campaign sets. Forgotten Realms was definitely my favorite, but Dragonlance, I think, was the first campaign I ran. These are just things I've collected along the way as well. This is, I don't have any 3rd edition boxes. I don't even know if there is one. I only played 3rd edition a time or two, so didn't know that much about it. I think I have a player's handbook or 3.5. But this is just the starter set that had all the dice and the tiles and everything in it, so I picked it up, even though 4th edition is one of the sort of least desirable. And I guess I really should have had these in different order, but 5th edition set, the starter set, was the Ruins of Phandelver, or my Lost Mines of Phandelver adventure, which was sort of where everybody got into 5th edition. Everyone pretty much took a little break with 4th edition, but so yeah, I don't know. This is a 4th edition starter set, which obviously looks a lot like the Larry Elmore 1st edition. I really just picked it up because it's I love this artwork. I never played 4th edition or anything. I just had it just to have it. And then these encompass sort of the beginnings of 5th edition. So Lost Mines of Phandelver, like I mentioned, really what ushered in 5e, and it's where I started DMing 5th edition. This is the Stranger Things starter set, which 5th edition rules, but has all the characters from Stranger Things, which is a show that I love. Haven't played it. I kind of might break that out with my kids at some point. Kind of neat that you can play the characters that they had going in that show. And then there's the Essentials kit. This isn't very old, last year or so. It's a great companion to the Lost Mines of Phandelver adventures because it all takes place in the same place. So real easy to tie all that in and even interchange between the two with your quest lines and campaign that you're playing. So anyway, that's just a little bit of a rundown of all of my starter sets. Maybe someday I'll do the campaign settings that I have because I have some decent ones. But the reason we're here is I'm going to crack this new starter set open. So another 5th edition starter set, because with the Adventure Dragons is Stormwreck Isle. Looks like basic things. It's got some pre-gen characters, adventure, 1st to 3rd level rules, and then some dice. Don't expect anything too crazy, but should be a nice addition to my collection. All right, let's pick this up today. It's the 30th release date. I know some people have got this early, but I did check my Target and they were not stocking it early, so picked it up on release day. I'm gonna crack this open and check it out. Really just picked it up for the adventure and the collectability of it, obviously. I don't know where geographically this adventure takes place, but we'll see. It's always good to have some variety of things to pick and choose from. Come on. Come on. Suction. There we go. So the dice, not, it looks like basically what came in the Lost Mines box set. Basic blue dice, no frills. The adventure module. So back to a stapled booklet. This is a lot like the Lost Mines adventure. In the Essentials kit, they went to a different type of binding. The big complaint on the Lost Mines was, you know, flipping this back and forth, opening and closing it. The book doesn't hold up that well. So it looks like this one may be subject to the same things. So I see the high road, so this is off the Sword Coast. It looks like should be interesting. Oh, I see some ships. Might be a good way for me to shoehorn in my Falling Star miniatures. Looks like they got some cool settings. And there is a blue dragon wormling as on the cover. A few dragons. Adult bronze. Fire snake. Fume drake. Ghoul harpy kobolds. Anywho, I can't wait to dive into this a little bit and check it all out. See how and if I can tie all this in. I mean, I'm sure I can, but continue your journey. Let's see what else is in this. You stupid thing. So, typical leaflet to try and sell you the rest of the 5e stuff. starter rule book. So I think this is basically the online rule set that you can download in PDF that they give to the new players and dungeon masters to get going, 1st to 3rd level, which is plenty of gaming. Just find it interesting they put these in stores, but like the source books and stuff, you either have to go to a bookstore or Amazon. 1st level wizard, high elf. Wonder how these characters. Ooh, 1st level paladin. First level cleric. These are upside down. Got a rogue, or a thief as we called them. And 1st level fighter. Volcaro, neutral good wood elf fighter. So it looks like different characters, but great pre-gens to get the ball rolling. And the rest is a placeholder. This is like the perfect width for like a player's handbook or something. So you can throw that in there, or Dungeon Master's Guide, whatever. So wasn't expecting too much. The big thing I'm looking to get out of this is the module, and then just the, like I say, the collectability of it. So we'll be going through this a little bit and check out some of the encounters. Dragon's Rest. Looks pretty cool. Nice owlbear artwork. So yeah, not I mean, nothing too different than what I was expecting from a starter set. But the starter set, all the modules that come in these starter sets have been really good, and so that's part of what draws me to these. So anywho, that is it. I just wanted to sort of take a look at what's inside, and I'm going to start reading this adventure and see what I can use out of it. But anyway, just wanted to show you guys my gross obsession with D&D starter sets, and yeah, and that's it. Just so I'll put all this stuff back on my shelf now. If anybody has any questions or anything, let me know. And that's it. Thanks for watching. Please like, please subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.